Welcome back to College Conversations. I'm Dr. Fedor and I help you navigate college. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how to approach a company for an internship. Please remember to hit subscribe and share this video with anyone who might find it useful. Internships are super valuable. It's an excellent way to try out a job without making a long-term commitment. You get to learn about the company, you get to learn about the industry, and really find out what it's like to work there before you go any further along down your path. You want to find out, like, do I really want to, be in this industry? Is this what I thought that it was? So I'm going to give you some tips, some steps about how to approach a company that you're interested in. So, step number one, do the research on what type of internship you need to be looking for. Are there a certain number of requirements that you need to fulfill? Does it need to be a certain amount of months? Do you need to be certified in anything? Does it need to be in a specific skill set or something? So find out the parameters first before you go approaching the companies, because this will save you some time and potentially embarrassment of like, oh no, that's not what I need to do type of thing. So figure it out first and make yourself a list. Step number two, go to your school's career center and see if they have a list of companies that are already registered to accept your college interns. If your school doesn't have such a list, you can still approach companies on your own and then have that approved by your professor and the internship coordinator. But don't reinvent the wheel if you don't have to, because a lot of schools do have some pre-approved lists where, this company takes interns from our school all the time and here's how to apply. Number three, go on LinkedIn and do a search for the type of industry or company that you're looking for. See if you already know anybody who works at that company or in that industry that you could reach out to. And if you do, you could ask them if their company has an internship program already in place, because many companies do, especially medium to large companies do. So step number four, after you have your list of companies in your targeted industry, go on each one of their websites and do a search for internship programs. Some companies have extensive internship programs already set up, and all you need to do is find them, and then usually you can apply right on their website. You can just apply right there on the website, and then it's already set up in place for you. Number five, ask your professors if they know anybody who works in the industry or in the companies that you already have on your list. Give your professors the parameters of the internship that you need to complete. Again, you don't want to waste anybody's time. You want to say, this is exactly what I'm looking for. And some might already be familiar with a particular company's internship program and then be saying, oh, what would work well for you? This is already in place. Number six, send professional emails to your contacts now that you've made this list and ask them if they accept interns in their department, and remember to give them the parameters. This is what you're asking for, especially if it comes down to a paid or unpaid thing, because they might be like, oh, we don't, have any budget for paid internships, but if you just need to do an unpaid internship, we can accommodate you. So just remember to ask that, give them the details. Watch my video on email etiquette before you send your professional emails to get a refresher on what to say and how to say it. And, you want to put your best foot forward. If they reply that they don't accept interns, be polite and then say, oh, well, is there another department in your company that does accept interns? Because things change from year to year, even month to month. And ask them if they know, another department that does accept interns, and then say, oh, do you have a contact person in their email? And then you can thank them politely, and then you can move on from there. Step number seven, follow up with gentle reminders a week later, hi, just, wanted to check back with you. You said you're going to check on the availability of interns in your department and so forth, or internship positions or possibilities. But if you don't hear back after that, then move on and, go on to the next companies on your list. That's why I want you to generate a pretty extensive list in the beginning, because that way if people, end up saying no to you, you're like, okay, and then you can move on. And eventually, all you need is one internship usually, right? You just need one, but you want to start with a big list, because that way you won't be so devastated if they say, no, we're not doing that anymore, or this year or whatever. Step number 8, once you do accept an internship, either paid or unpaid, remember that you are a guest in their organization. You must be professional at all times. Respect the company's rules about internet use, email, dress code. If you're not sure what to wear and you are going into work in person, ask them what do interns usually wear? What do people wear to the office? If you never get an answer, when in doubt, dress up rather than dress down. Nobody ever gets in trouble or spoken to for dressing up. But ask somebody, and then that way, you won't have a problem. Now, step number 9, remember to help everyone who's sort of guided you along the way, even if it wasn't the department that you ultimately ended up working in. These other people may have referred you to that. So remember to circle back and thank them and say, oh, thanks to the referral, I ended up working in XYZ department and I'm enjoying it and I'm learning a lot, and thanks for your help. You never know who you might see again. You never know who you might circle back to for your next internship or your next job. Especially if you stay in the industry, you'll be seeing some of the same names and some of the same people again. So you want to leave a good impression on everyone, all the contacts who you meet along the way. So to recap, how to approach a company for an internship. Step number 1, figure out exactly what you need and the exact parameters so you don't waste your time or other people's time. Number 2, check with your school to see if they have a set list of registered companies, because some schools do that and you don't want to reinvent the wheel. Number 3, go on LinkedIn and do a search for specific companies or search for the industry that you're looking to work in. Number 4, search for internship programs within the company's websites, because a lot of companies do have something already in place, but first you need to find out if they working in the industry that you want, and then go on their website, and then do they have an internship program already in place that you can simply apply to that. Step number 5, ask your professors if they know anybody at those companies or in those industries, and they might be able to give you some names and point you in the right direction. Step number 6, email those contacts and ask them if they accept interns and tell them what you're looking for. Step number 7, follow up on those emails a week later, the gentle reminder, just wanted to circle back with you. I'm still very much interested in getting, securing an internship for the summer, wondering if there's been any movement on that. Step number 8, act professionally at all times. Once you secure the internship, just act professionally at all times, and then you don't have to worry about anything. And again, if you're not sure what to wear, to the office or something, you can just straight up ask them. And then when in doubt, dress up more than dressing down. Dress up rather than dressing down. And step number 9, thank everyone who helps you along the way, because you never know who you might circle back to next time or in the future if they have jobs opening up and they're like, oh, we had some people who were interested in interns or internships, and some of them really stood out. Hopefully that's you. You want to stand out, and they were really professional. We'd like to invite them to become part of our organization. Shout out to Amanda who requested this video. Good luck to everyone in your internships. You will find something, I promise you. Please hit subscribe and share this video with anyone who might find it useful. And remember to keep learning.